What's going on, everybody? It's the Bull Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be providing a little bit more Chicago Bulls update in relation to what's been happening over the last couple of hours, as well as leading towards our next preseason game with the Bulls and the Denver Nuggets. Very, very important game there. Hopefully it's an improved performance, but overall, hopefully we get to finally see everybody just get the minutes that they're supposed to get and see where we go from there in terms of the rotation, how we play, and everything like that, and just get, I guess, everything on the table to see where we can go from that Denver Nuggets game. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bull Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts on these latest Chicago Bulls updates. Are they positive updates? Are they negative updates? What are your thoughts about everything that's in relation to the Chicago Bulls right now? I know a lot of people are very upset. I know a lot of people are very worried about the first preseason game and some of the players as well. I've got a lot of comments about a lot of players in relation to the Chicago Bulls at the moment. I do encourage just to keep being patient in relation to the preseason, see where things go. Things might improve. Things might even go a little bit worse. But at the end of the day, it is just preseason. This is meant to be the return of Bulls basketball, so get excited for that. It doesn't necessarily matter if we win or lose. I'd love to see us win every single game, but unfortunately, that's just not how the world works. You will see losses, you will see underwhelming performances, and hopefully that's just not a consistent thing that we see from the Chicago Bulls this year. But let's get started on the Bulls updates. In my last video, I talked about Coby White. 2 videos ago, I talked about Coby White as well, the situation that's happening with Coby White. So obviously, he had a thigh contusion. He then took an MRI test, which was protocol for, I guess, anybody in that situation. And the positive news is that the MRI test showed nothing serious. It's clean, and Coby White is expected to play against the Denver Nuggets. Very, very positive signs. And when I'm talking about players getting the rightful minutes that they should get just to see where this team is at, I'm referring to guys like Coby White, who only played 2 minutes and 50 seconds of that first game in the preseason. We didn't get to see what Coby White was able to do. He had 1 missed shot, and that's it. That's not enough to judge Coby White. It's not enough to see where his improvements may have lied. And I'm thankful that he's going to get more games to actually really show us what he can do, and that's the most important thing for Coby White. It's the most important thing for this Bulls team, to make sure we have everybody available so we can pick the strongest lineups, we can pick the players that will help us win these games, and we can just analyze where everybody is at for the start of the regular season. So I'm happy about that. Congratulations to Coby White for being healthy, and I'm just very happy that the Bulls managed to kind of dodge a bullet on this one and not suffer anything serious. So very, very good signs there. Lonzo Ball is the next player we're going to be talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Reports saying that he has returned to Chicago, but ultimately nothing really serious here outside of the fact that Lonzo Ball is now in Chicago. So again, he's with the team. This is exactly what he said he was going to do. If he's able to rehab with the team because the regular season has just started, be around the team, get more relationships with the team, maybe help the team out in terms of, again, the point guard position is wide open. Anybody that can learn from Lonzo Ball might be able to get a chance to get a spot in that starting lineup, or could just be a really effective player overall. So that's all positive signs there. Lonzo Ball is a very high IQ player. Whether you like him or hate him because of his injury records and things like that, he can definitely share some knowledge to some of the young guys of this team. So that's positive as well. And just let the rehab begin. Let's just get that work going for Lonzo Ball. It's a long journey back, but it's one that I think will have a lot of benefits once we do see Lonzo Ball back on the court again. I'm happy he's in Chicago. I'm happy he's around the team. It does make the team a little bit more complete again, even if he's not playing. So those are all positive signs there. In relation to the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Donovan has mentioned that the starters of this team will eventually get a little bit more minutes. So I guess this is a reoccurring thing. Obviously, we didn't see a lot of minutes from Nikola Vucevic, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, those types of guys, Patrick Williams, everybody else, Io, or whoever's starting at that point guard position. What we're going to expect to see is a little bit more minutes against the Denver Nuggets, and I'm assuming a little bit more minutes after that from the Toronto Raptors. And we'll see what happens with the Bucks game. Maybe he will rest guys. Maybe we will play even more in relation to that Milwaukee Bucks game. But yeah, essentially expect to see more minutes from the starting lineup against the Denver Nuggets. In my opinion, this is crucial because, look, I love the fact that everybody got a chance except for Marko Simonovic, which I'm still very upset about. But the starting lineup and the bench actually really did not deliver for the Chicago Bulls in that first game, especially some of the starting lineup players. So it is a bit interesting to see that we will get more minutes so they can have more opportunities to actually deliver what they're supposed to do. I love the fact that our summer league guys and some of the guys that are not going to get a lot of chances really brought us back into that game. But there is that worry that the starting lineup and the bench of this team did not deliver like they should have. So the next game comes around, more time to train, more time to get accustomed to your teammates, both new and old, and hopefully a better performance from the starters and from the bench unit heading into the Denver Nuggets game. That would be very interesting, and of course that's all we really want to see. Progression from the last game and progression in general. So I'm happy that, again, the starters are going to pretty much get a lot of minutes in this game, or a little bit more minutes in relation to this game, and we'll wait and see how they do, and then we can assess from there. We keep going from there. See if they deliver or if they disappoint. And I think that's really all the major news of the Chicago Bulls to discuss. Just to kind of sum things up in many ways. Obviously, we talked about Coby White being clean. No MRI test showed nothing. He's able to play on Friday. We talked about Lonzo Ball returning to Chicago. Obviously in crutches, but still that's progression. Hopefully the rehab process can start or can continue. And we just get that long journey back that we know will be a long journey back from Lonzo Ball. And hopefully he'll be back on the court as soon as possible. We talked a lot about, again, the starters of the Chicago Bulls as well, just getting a little bit more minutes game by game, and we'll see what happens, see how well they perform. But that's all I'm going to talk to you about now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Get ready for the game against the Denver Nuggets. It's going to be a very, very, very exciting game. In my opinion, the Pelicans game was very entertaining and very fun just because we got to see guys like Zion that we haven't seen in a year, a little bit over a year. He's barely played any sort of game. And Zion really played well in that game, I've got to say. And that Pelicans team looked very, very good. And now we're facing a Denver Nuggets team with the return of Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's been out for a long time as well. And that Denver Nuggets team has had so many injuries over the last 2 years, specifically last year, that it hurt them dramatically. So you're going to see a very different Denver Nuggets team, in my opinion, and we'll wait and see how good they are. I think they did lose a game to the OKC Thunder. We'll see how they come to an approach of this game against the Chicago Bulls. Let's hope we don't make it easy for them. Let's hope it's a fun, entertaining game, and let's hope we walk away with the win. Fingers crossed. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care.